Alright, so for the Nissan Murano, you got 5 21mm lug nuts. Take that off. Just doing a really quick inspection. Seeing that the sway bar links are bad. Top and bottom on this passenger side here. Outer tie rod is bad. Might as well replace both of them, because if it's all original, it's 2009, I believe. And look back here, axle boot's torn, and it's also torn over on this side, so that definitely needs a new CV axle. Definitely don't want to rebuild it. So let's go ahead and just start with let's get the brakes and rotors replaced. That's what I was hired to do, so let's get that done. It's a 14mm for the caliper. It's a 14mm bolts for the caliper. Okay, first on there, let's get a pry tool. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh wow, it's just chunks of it falling out of there. Look at the lip on that thing. So I'm assuming there's no brake pad back here anymore. Let's get this up and out of the way. We're gonna need a new caliper. Oh yeah, there's not even a brake pad back there anymore, so it was just stopping with the piston of the caliper. Wow. All right, well we will have to get a new caliper and I'll get back with you. All right, so now the parts came in. I'm gonna go ahead and move along with this job. So get the caliper off. 2 14s. If you're going to be replacing the caliper and everything like I am, you don't have to do that. You could just skip that part. You could just take apart everything, but for the sake of filming it and keeping all you guys happy, I have to tear it all apart one by one. So next we're gonna move on. If I remember correctly, it's a 21mm from last time. It's a 20, that's what it is. These are big boys. You're probably gonna need some 1/2-inch tools or pretty good sized breaker bar. You can see all the rust that's on here. Not in this is the one with all the broken parts. So yeah, not very good condition. So let's see how I can do this. There we go. Bolts like to get stuck. This is where you're going to have to bang out with something gets stuck. You get a whatever you got, screwdriver, and just slam it against something. Use something harder like the concrete ground. Oh, came out. On the driver's side, I actually had to replace that those bolts. They They were so old and rusted, they kind of like stripped. I didn't want a chance putting them back in and stripping the brand new bracket because bolts are $7. A new bracket's probably 40 or 50 from the store. But we'll check these out here shortly. Came right off. All right, that's that for the easy stuff. It's not going to help out much, but just grind away whatever I can. Alright, I like to use air to just knock off all the surface rust, or at least as much as I possibly can. I didn't order these parts. Double check to make sure they're the right one. They match up, which they do not. These are not the same rotors whatsoever. This is the unfortunate thing that happens a lot when someone else purchases the parts. All right, not sure we left off last night, but wrong rotor was purchased. So they said go ahead and reuse the old one. The old one's all chewed up. I hate the idea, but I'm not the boss. Here it is. I'm gonna use the driver's side one because although it is pretty chewed up, it's not as bad because the driver's side wasn't riding piston to rotor. It had a tiny bit of metal, the brake pad back there left. So we're gonna move on. I like to put lug nuts on the rotor to hold it flat, but these lug nuts are so tiny for this car that it doesn't even go all the way in. I was almost expected to have to buy new bolts for this side because the caliper bracket bolts on the driver's side are so old, they were like deteriorating, the threads were tearing up. I took them out of the old one. Yeah, those aren't bad though. Happens every time. Now we'll take the supplied hardware. You don't want to lose those two copper washers. Now it's caliper time. Just a catch bucket to put it underneath here. This is a 12mm bullhead. It is on there pretty tight, so what I'm going to use is, okay, so this side right here is an 11, the driver's side is a 12. There we go. So you just gotta take this bolt out and get rid of that copper washer right here. Okay, ain't coming off. Wow, both those washers are like stuck on there. Oh, wow. They're like permanently on there. Got it. Okay, now with your new washer, slide that on, put your bolt through, take the cap off the new one, slide another washer on the bottom, and then by hand thread it through so there's no cross threading. Now I'll fully tighten that up here in a second. I just want to find that brake hardware that flew somewhere. supply screws are still 14 millimeters, so that's nice. A lot of these, they change all the bolt sizes and whatnot. Okay, so now we'll come back here and do the final tightening down of that bolt. Whenever I find that, there we go. There you go, that's good. And now it's time to bleed the brakes. I'm the old-fashioned way. I do it by having another person go in there and help me out with pumping and everything. I've tried several of those hand pressure bleeders, and they don't work for me. They keep going bad after the first use. I'm not gonna keep buying them. So, hope this video helped. Hope you liked it. Hit that like button. Please subscribe, and until next time.